Talking Normies podcast.
Ooh, wrong.
Mm-hmm. What is up, everybody?
What the flip is up, you guys?
We're the Normies.
We are.
This is the Talking Normies podcast.
Sure is.
Chris is absent here. In his place, we have Spydrick.
Hey.
Spidey Gallia, you may know him from such things as Rings of Power, Clone Wars,
Cycling black people.
everything. That's not, I didn't say it. Today, we're going to be talking about some fall anime, some fall activities, how to get ahead of seasonal depression. What'd you call it, Mickey?
Pumpkin spice and seasonal depression.
Everyone's favorite two subjects to talk about. Want to lightly do a weekend catch up, of course. Talk about what we're watching on the side. We're gonna talk about Deadpool and Logan, Wolverine, if you will. Yeah, settle in, folks. So yeah. You guys excited? What do you guys got going on? What'd you do last week? What's been going on in your lives, Pat?
I went to the Circle City Parade.
Oh yeah,
That was cool.
what is that?
Parade.
Circle City.
It was a dope ass parade. Me and Chris went. It was really unique because it was only one street. I thought it was going to be like a whole a parade is going to be like a lot longer parade, but it was just like a little block. I was hoping to be like a lot longer. But it also was like, usually it was like, and there was also a competition. It was like dance competition. That was dope. I saw some really cool ass cars, old school, freaking drop top Chevys. It was all cool with like original interior. This dude he lives in Indy. He has this old school Chevy drop top, and like
Drop top.
and his he still has like the white on the tires, and his all original interior, bro. It was so cool. And then we saw this really cool ass Jeep. But yeah, that was about it. And I did some working out.
Pat is going to parades. This is a character arc for you.
Yeah.
I've never seen you go to a parade or hear about you talking about it.
I had to drop off cash to the group, and I was like, you know what? There's a parade going on. Might as well check it out.
This guy happened upon a parade.
Watch the tapping on the table, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Spidey?
Stumbled into. It was Bria's birthday, like Tuesday. So we ended up going. Actually, no. For the weekend, I had a climbing competition I was in. Didn't do great, but it was my first one ever, so it was a lot of fun.
Tell us about this climbing competition.
North Mass, so shameless plug. North Mass, definitely go North Mass Boulder. It was. I don't know what to say about it. Like it was a lot of fun. I also worked there, so like I didn't get to climb during the like normal comp hours, and I got to climb afterwards. And now like all the competition stuff's still there, so it was fun for my first time. I'll definitely do another one at some point.
North Mass Boulder is a rock climbing spot in our downtown, in a popular Mass Ave district. You don't have to have equipment. There's no lines. It's just kind of freehand climbing. You can climb up, hang out there, and drop down. Since Spidey and Bria started climbing there, you've heard us talk about this in the podcast previously. Your guys' backs have just like rounded out.
Yeah, everyone's been
It's
saying
like,
that. Like,
now I can like hide behind you. I can completely hide behind you.
that actually happened the other day. Someone was, I forget who it
Or
was.
Surge. I'm like, I'm right. I'm talking to Spidey.
Yeah,
It's a great workout. It's a great workout
it is.
substitute.
So what's the competition? Is it like speed based? Is it like course based?
So the competition was basically there's 4 different divisions. You climb as many routes in your division as you can, and then you mark those off, and then the winners get to go to the finals. There was a couple people from like out of state that ended up winning the finals, but like the competition was big enough that people were coming from out of state.
That's
which I think
dope.
was cool, and the place is only a year old. So
Dang.
like, brand new,
That's pretty
you know?
good.
Yeah, it's
good.
getting nice.
That's good marketing.
Yeah. Well, and that's a whole nother conversation. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, there's the rock climbing. There's an actual like heavyweight area to lift weights. There's cardio. There's a sauna. There's a bar. There's yoga. There's a fitness room. There's a cafe upstairs. Like, there's a lot.
There's food. It's everything.
Yeah.
People just go there to hang out.
Yeah, live music every Wednesday. Come on, man, just slide
I
through.
keep saying that I'm going to go, but
Mickey's been on his way there for the past 2 months.
I was actually on the way to see
Longer
you
than
climb.
that.
Yeah, because it
Longer
was like
than
I was going to go see Spidey climb. I was like, I'll come back. I was going to go on the way. So first off, there's a whole bunch of construction going off on there. So to get to your spot from Mass Ave where you're lit, like we're like
Excuses.
you got
Not excuses.
You got to park and walk.
No, fuck parking and walking.
It's like a brisk 2-minute walk. No,
It made me take 10th Street for some damn reason. And I was like, what the fuck?
He's a suburb boy. Yeah, you don't do walking.
This boy ain't for city life. No. It's fun though, man. It's like the first time I did it when I was there. The only time I did it when I was there. My wrist, I could just feel my wrists were hard for like 3 days.
That's what she said.
Like, erect. It was like I could like punch it and like, oh yeah, you feel that?
Like in a good way.
It was like a workout.
Because I got like a little chicken.
Maybe it shouldn't have all been in my wrists.
Look at his fucking wrist.
Yeah, like to this day,
man.
if you touch like Bria's forearm right here, it's just a rock. Like I was like, baby, you're so strong.
So like, you know, for all those people
They
that
have pretty big arms.
the people that struggle with working out and stuff, consider going
Rock
to a
climbing,
climbing
yeah.
place like this. I mean, they have like beginner steps. Like, you know, we did the level 1, level 2 shit. We're not gonna do. You're on like level 4 or 5, I think.
I mean, I'm all right.
But it's like, you know,
There is something to be said about that. Like, I don't know if it's a lot of people doing it, but I know there's one Instagram like fitness influencer. He does what's called like practical working out. Like he doesn't go to the gym, but he'll just like
Do stuff.
parkour through the woods because like
Yeah.
it's like uneven terrain. So he's like running up and down hills, hopping over trees, and it's like a full body workout. So like a lot of people are like, or I can't say a lot of people, but some people are like abandoning the gym and like doing like.
I can't speak for parkour, but at least the climbing, it's like it's a tangible goal. It's like I just need to climb up here and then I go down.
Well,
and then
I think gym is bigger than ever. More gym are popping up. Just in Fishers, you see 2 gyms popping up more. More like people are just signing up. So I don't think people are banning the gym.
No, I'm not saying on a large scale, but like it's probably just a few people.
Alternatives.
Parkour is a little grandiose, but like he's just in the woods, like climbing trees
That shit
and
will
like
build.
yeah,
It'll build because
you're using your whole
cardio.
body. Yeah, you're using your whole body and you're kind of stretching at the same
core.
time.
Yeah.
I do neither. So
But you got a cool ass gym at home.
I know, and I still don't do it. That's how bad my motivation.
What have you been up to, Chad?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm just hanging out.
Got my
Just hanging out. This week, I don't know. This weekend is going to be pretty cool because I'm going to go help my brother-in-law again, and hang out with my sister. It was her birthday this week.
Nice.
You have a sister?
Yeah, you didn't know you had a sister?
I didn't know.
But my brother-in-law, I told you guys this on the podcast a few weeks ago. He's been trying to start his own YouTube channel, so he's been texting me of all like the equipment he's buying. This man bought a gimbal. Like,
What's a gimbal?
Like one of those DJI gimbals, and I was like,
Steady cam thing. You can
I was like, oh no, rookie mistake.
Why?
I was like, bro, don't fall down the gadget rabbit hole. You don't need this. I was like, return it and buy a DJI Osmo. You'll get a lot more use out of it. Gimbal is the thing where you put the camera and it's like a steady cam thing.
But why did you say he wouldn't need it?
It's gonna be
Because
stationary.
For a beginner, there's a lot of weights and stuff involved. The distribution.
It's not even that. A gimbal is one of the things you look at it and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna use this all the time, and then you buy it and then you barely ever use it. You know
There's
what I mean?
one in
It's
there
just-
on the table from since we moved here.
Exactly. We bought that.
hardly ever
We
use
bought that because it was on a dope ass sale, so we got it for a good price. But we haven't used it. We have used it one time.
Is this the one that we used for the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
one shot
we used
skit?
it- we used it one time.
Check out our Agents of Normies skit. Mickey is the one holding it because this boy is heavy as fuck.
You can hear me breathing.
and you're
I'm
like, it's like Mickey's breathing
like,
heavy. in the background.
I ruined the audio.
We didn't run that to skip where we used the gimbal. Fuck.
But yeah, a gimbal is just one of, and plus with the DJI Osmo, like technology has gotten to the point where I feel like gimbal is gonna be a dead technology soon. It's only a technology in like big productions, you know, like, but for like average users, I think there's other things now. So I was like texting him, I was like, return it, man, you don't need that. And he was like, oh man, I already balanced it, I'm emotionally invested. I'm like, you're not gonna use it. I'm just,
I'm more than emotionally invested.
Maybe you might
I'm just
find a
trying
way.
to keep it real with you. You're not gonna use it.
Mickey's sister, just a fun little quick thing. She used to be heavily into psychology. She used to be able to look at a picture of you where you're genuinely smiling. Like you had to send her a picture where you're like not posing for a smile, but actually smiling.
Like a candid.
She used to be able to like look at it and write like 3 or 4 paragraphs on like who you are. And it was like
That's
pretty spot
pretty
on.
accurate.
That's spot on.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Looking in your eyes, the expression, I don't know what.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know. There's some intuition with like body language and stuff. Yeah,
There's little tiny ripples in the faces and all that jazz.
Something
But I mean,
like
to
that.
do it from a picture, like
yeah, that's pretty wild. She was pretty spot on.
I've been just hanging out, life is tough with 3 fur babies.
We built your PC.
Yeah, Mickey came over.
That was
and
one thing we
built
did.
my PC, and I just felt so useless, so bad.
He does it so
Slaving
fast
away. What?
He does it so fast.
He
now.
does. But like, still, it was like 3 hours of me just like, is there anything I can do? I can hold this.
I hold this
screw.
flashlight for you.
It would be more work if like it's a one person task really. It's like two people trying to tackle one PC is like
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We ate some tacos, hung out. It's great. I love my new PC. Streamed Naruto off it a couple days ago. If you might have caught that. And yeah, man, it just feels good to finally have a home PC setup.
See this
I will
guy's
say.
fucking monitor that he bought.
Dude, it's so, I the first thing I did was I watched the Avengers Endgame sequence in 4K, and it is crazy, dude. Like it fills out the screen, and I'm like, I'm in there.
34-inch curved monitor.
So does that, if you have a screen like that, does that mean you get to see more? Like, so like there's more graphics than on a smaller?
No, it's
Like
just,
you get no.
it's just
So like you said, it fills out more. So like
It's just
so like,
a-
well, how is Endgame's different on that than watching on a big screen?
the monitor is curved, so and you know when you're at a PC, you're about this close to the monitor, so it's kind of covering your peripheral a little bit. It's a little bit more immersive.
So if you're gaming and like someone, like you hear footsteps or you see someone around the corner on a flat TV, yeah, you can still see them just fine. But on a curved boy, it kind of tailors to your peripheral, like you said, a little bit more. So you might be able to, you're kind of more in the atmosphere, so you'll be able to notice that kind of thing maybe a little
We
easier.
gotta change all the screens in the basement.
Yep. Hey, Spencer, we need the curve boys.
We need them curve boys.
It's a nice curve. I like them curves. But yeah,
It's pretty nice.
No, I'm babysitting the next week. 3 fur babies. Corey's gonna be out of town. So.
Oh, that's good. Babysitting. You got 3 fur babies. You got a brand new computer. You got Fortnite, boys. So that's good.
Fortnite,
Got a
We
good
should
weekend.
definitely get a game of Fortnite.
I am
Oh
more.
yeah, you have 2 cats and the dog. I was like 3. What the fuck is he talking?
Yeah, these bitches tussling. Nisa's gotten better at like not spearing them outright. Like, now she like goes first. She like licks their ear gently, and like they're like, "Oh, this is nice." And then she like starts violently doing it, and she's like, "Come on." And she like starts putting a paw on their face, like, "Play with me." It's like they're not dogs. They're not dogs, little girl.
For those of you that don't know, though, Saridge's cats are about the size of small dogs, like medium-sized Jack Russell Terriers.
Alu looking like Jabba the Hutt sometimes.
It's
Sitting
not-
there
like
just,
they don't even look fat to me. They just look like big animals. Like you got big cats.
You got big cat.
yeah, and they eat enough. Trust me. I try not to feed them, but anyway.
Joe Exotic. Never mind.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, what happened to that dude?
So that we didn't talk about something. It's on the tip of my tongue. Games. So you're playing Fortnite. I've been playing Overwatch. This is Overwatch 2 is coming out like this weekend.
And on Tuesday, we're like we changed the schedule up. We're playing Overwatch on Tuesday all day. So
All day.
Follow this Twitch.
essentially follow this Twitch. This coming Tuesday, we're gonna be playing Overwatch all day.
So how do you get the hand asserted to do that? Because you guys want to do the keyboard shit.
You can play a controller if you want.
Okay.
But I'm just telling you, man.
I know, low key. So I would say this. So
Don't do it on stream.
No, I do want to get in the keyboard because I've been playing a lot of Fortnite lately, and since like I've been playing a lot more lately, I've been getting matched up with people that are actually good, and they use a fucking keyboard and the keyboard and the mouse.
You saw how I did work the other day.
I swear to God, I hate motherfuckers that they're all the way across the map and they just sniping me so easily. And like I'm when I get hit, I'm running away. And I'm doing the trick that you taught me: jump and run around like zigzagging. I'm doing all that right moves, and they still snipe me. I'm like.
Your zigzag pattern formation ain't wide enough, bro. See, so they know exactly where you're gonna be when you come back to cut your zig.
Sometimes you gotta vary it. Like if you're zigging this way,
Can I,
now zig. Oh, that way. Oh, not crouch.
Zig twice left.
Can I tell my
Zigzag.
Fortnite story real quick? So it was me, Watchdog, Pat, and Obed playing,
Watchdog?
and like not even halfway through the round, I think all of you guys went down, right? And I'm alone. I'm gonna brag about this because I did work, bro. I did work this round. So, anyways, I'm just gonna cut to the last circle, right? Things are going wrong. I have no shield and I have 4 health. I have literally just a sliver of health. And I got into the last circle and there's 4 people left and I did work, bro. I was moving around. I had a shotgun. I won. I clutched.
How many people did you pick?
Huh?
How many people did you like take out at the end?
Altogether, I think I had like 7 to 9 kills. So like, it was pretty decent, but dude, I did work, bro.
Sure they weren't bots?
I
I'm just
carried
kidding.
that victory for us, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Because there's this new shotgun that's like, it's a one shot, and then you have to reload it. But it's like concentrated fire. So if you land it, it's like 100 damage.
I can't believe y'all. I'm not gonna hate on it, but it's crazy y'all how much into Fortnite y'all have gotten.
You know, once they got rid of the stupid
Build
bullshit,
is
like,
so much
yeah.
better. I even got a new Iron Man suit.
It is
Oh my
better.
god.
It is way
It's
better.
boomer
You got Iron
friendly.
Man.
It's
boomer friendly now.
It's a boomer friendly
My
game
brother,
mode.
that's what he plays with his
Because-
kids, no build, and he's like, it's so amazing now, man.
It's just so much better.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
It's so
you
much
don't
better.
have like a 4-on-1 where one kid builds like the Tower of Babel right in front of you and eliminates all of you.
It's like I don't know. I'm done. I'm cool on that.
The thing is with Fortnite and even with Overwatch, I've been playing it. The gun sounds like it doesn't feel powerful. I will say
Cartoony.
with Apex, you actually do feel the power of the guns, and then especially with Modern Warfare 2 beta, we've recently dove into. Man, I miss like realistic shooters. It's been, like Modern Warfare 2 is gonna be a lot of fun.
Are
It
we?
is.
Are you guys about that? Because I still play Call of Duty, like Vanguard and Warzone. Are you guys trying to get into Modern Warfare 2? We doing this?
Oh, we already,
yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 is happening. It's pre-ordered.
We were
We're gonna
only
be
I already
multiplayer
pre-ordered it.
streaming
we
it.
were only able to play it because we pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
Again, guys, if this interests you, please follow the Twitch. We're gonna be gaming
We game
hardcore.
all
We're gonna be
the
hardcore
time.
gaming.
All of us game. Normies and Navi, Rana, all of us are gaming something or the other. I played Plague Tale last night because the sequel's about to come out. So check that out.
Very good.
Overwatch, is that more like Apex or? I feel like Overwatch came out like a long time ago. Didn't
Yeah,
it? And then-
I would say it's like Apex in that there's abilities that each of the heroes have, but then it's more like Modern Warfare multiplayer where this respawn.
But it's very very teamwork oriented. You can't just deviate from the team and try to get
Unless you
kills
like
on
that.
your own
Yeah.
because like one person is specifically like the tank.
You got your
One
healer
person
and
is the
your-
healer. So you really have to work as a cohesive team. You can't just like run off.
go for kills.
You can't run off on your
like
own.
you'll die. Like
People
if you,
will hate you.
if you're
not a team player. Don't play.
If you got teammates spawning in, like don't rush in. Like you're better off like
How you know you
holding
got
back.
teammates spawning in?
You'll know they're dead. You don't see anybody's names up there. You're all alone. You gotta wait for people to come. Yeah.
I'm never gonna be the healer. Fuck that.
Healer's
Dude,
fun.
healers works out.
Healers
Dude.
is good.
Zenyatta, Mercy, hell yeah.
I'll be the tank.
So yeah, more games coming out, guys. We're gonna shift this convo. We've got a lot of shit to talk about to the title of the stream. We're gonna talk about some anime. All right. We are fresh off the heel. Well, besides the upcoming shows that have come out, we are fresh off the heels of watching the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie. Spidey Pat, I'm sorry you guys aren't in the conversation, but Mickey, do you have a review for JJK Zero we can give real quick before the reaction comes out?
Freaking fantastic, spectacular, lighting, incredible, animation, godly, voice acting, so good. Although I read that post, and I'll let you speak on that because we even talked about that.
No, talk about it. Yeah.
Okay, so like, I mean, you know, with all these like big production animes, like you always hear like the animators not being treated fairly, voice actors not being treated fairly, and I think you even mentioned it because like the movie looks so good. Like Serge was like, "Man, Mappa, I hope you're treating your people right because this is like incredible." And turns out they're not.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know about the animators, but at least the Funimation dub voice actors got paid $300,
which is like what the
for the whole movie.
fuck,
And it
dude?
was such a wildly successful movie. Come on,
It's
something
like-
that's got to trickle down.
It's a little disgusting.
That's
like,
disgusting.
It's
I mean,
a
how
little
long
disgusting.
did they? Well, no, it would have taken a
Like
long
I'm just saying, it's a whole like what a movie is about like an hour and a half, whatever, 2 hours.
Oh damn!
It gets hard to like want to support this shit because it's like it's amazing and I want to watch it, but it's like people are being
So
like,
I you guys probably know more about voice acting, but like
How long does it take?
Yeah, how long does it take to record just one scene?
It can take
Probably a
hours.
lot.
Like it can take a long time. They'll have to redo it. They'll have you try to. If you're a dub voice actor, you actually have to try to match the lip movements that's already in the animation. So
Yeah,
you
so
you
it's
have
even
double
harder.
the work to kind of like.
you have
fit
a
it.
person there, like you like I'm on the mic and you know we'll say Spencer is like the director. He's just listening. And he's like, all right, let's take that one more time. Like you might have like 10-20 takes per line. You know,
That's crazy, and they only got paid $300. So like for the whole movie,
I can't
That is
even
like
bu-
sweatshop shit.
I can't believe that, dude.
Yeah.
I made more as a production assistant, and that's just a glorified coffee boy. You know,
so
like
who, like was it the
On a commercial.
the original people that recorded, or was it like the dub?
So like Funimation, you know, like
Yeah.
like Dragon Ball, like they do all the dubs. They do the English dubs. Like they kind of got a market on
They
it.
dub it themselves.
Yeah,
I
like
did
they have
not
a
know
team,
that. Okay.
internal team. Like they do it. They've made a staple out of being the ones that do it, and they're usually pretty good. Because the dub does a decent job, but man, $300 is just not enough.
It's
especially
just-
for a movie of this caliber.
Ooh, well, so I didn't see. I have an argument there because I did not. It was so Funimation took JJK movie from Mappa, who made it. Mappa's at least paying the people right. At least their voice actors right.
One could assume we didn't hear
Okay,
anything about
'cause
the
like-
subway.
'cause
The original voice
so-
actors, we haven't heard anything
Because
about that.
Mappa is going to make the most of the money from that movie than Funimation. Funimation is paying for the licensing and everything so they could dub it. So maybe they pay so much money for that movie that they have to also only pay these people $300 until like they can make money. Like
I would love to know more about it.
Yeah, so
in Hindi, like we're not gonna like charge them for like
well,
up
I mean,
the ass for that.
there's people that like Disney charges people a license fee. So I wonder if JJK is charging Funimation a license fee.
Probably.
You think they got
And
Black
then-
Widow?
What do you mean Black Widow?
How
ScarJo.
Oh no,
yeah,
because that's not. She has nothing to do. Like she was an actor. Like for Map, like if Map is actually paying their voice actors fair, that's good because they're going to make the most money. Funimation, they're taking a risk on this movie to make money, so they're going to put it on their show and dub it.
It's not really a risk because like people watch the dub. People like wait for the dub. You
I
know
see
what
what you're saying, though.
So I think more research needs to be done. I feel like it benefits them having their audience, having it be more applicable to all audiences.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, we see how much money they can make it off because they probably had to pay a
Yeah.
license fee. So I mean, like I said, there's probably more research to be done. But as long as it would be really shitty, I think it'd be way more shitty if Mappa, the actual original makers, were paying their voice actors shitty. That'd be the most shitty.
Well, we do hear about their animators.
The
being
animators,
treated
yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the same thing in the video game industry, too. It's just, like, the people that actually make it. Just
Yeah.
working for peanuts.
I got a nice message from Twitter from someone whose name escapes me, but when we did the Last of Us trailer, which by the way looks phenomenal, it was like they're doing an
Live
HBO series.
fuck right off with that, buddy.
HBO live action.
Bro,
You
it
didn't see-
looks
have you
so
seen the trailer?
good.
No, they got clickers.
Yeah,
Bro,
Yep, see, you're-
He's playing it. So Spidey's
Oh, man.
playing with Navi. Like when Navi streams Last of Us, Spidey's there because
Game's
he
terrifying.
helps her with the pro gaming moves. Navi's just not. She doesn't quite have the 2-stick grasp yet. And so she's like, "Here, Spidey, just do it."
Isn't it, like, good, though? It's like a...
The game?
It's a good story.
Fuck yeah,
It's
it is.
a
It
good
is
story.
terrifying.
Cinematic as hell.
Yeah, it gets literally. I like if a game gets me like to the point where I'm actually breathing heavy and I catch myself. I'm like, bro, you're in a room. You're calm down.
And
You're
you
good.
joined, were you streaming that with her from the beginning? Like,
Nah.
Okay, man. Because, like, the
The opening scene you should rewatch.
first, like, 15, 20 minutes of that game are just, like...
Yeah, adrenaline filled.
Gut
You should just
wrenching.
watch it on YouTube.
So good.
The reason I bring it up because the show's coming out and it was like in the credits of the trailer it said from the visionary video game director Neil Druckmann. And Neil Druckmann at Naughty Dog, he's the one that has created The Last of Us, Last of Us 2. I believe he did most of the Uncharted games as well. Uncharted is all Naughty Dog.
Those are good.
And the message I got from Twitter, someone said that like, hey, don't praise this guy too much because he knows someone that's worked there, and these stories have come out too. That what you were saying, the video game crunch time, it's not unlike like anime animators. Like they're at a certain point when a game is about to release, there's a lot of debugging that needs to be done. It's just like playing the game and figuring out these little things you need to fix. And crunch is when they just literally make the game developers work 100-hour weeks with no overtime. And like you just have to like you're working all day to fix this thing to get it out to release. So something like The Last of Us 2 was very polished and well done. Unfortunately, it was also done with crunch development. Cyberpunk, I believe, was crunched.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, we could tell Cyberpunk.
So where's the if they're doing is this
How's there
happening
no
in the U.S.
overtime?
Because where's OSHA involved?
US.
Like that is illegal.
It's not,
Like, these labor laws, where's labor
Don't you
do-
want to make games? It's fun. We'll treat you like shit. It's just
And
like
wait,
so is this? Is it a
100 hours
contract?
overtime. That's illegal.
They have to be on salary. Then.
Yeah, but
Animators are... they're caught in a rough spot of like, if I say no to this, then I don't make anything. Plus, I don't have anything for my resume for my next job. You know, it's like they're caught in a.
So I think the contractors, they're not actual employees.
a lot of them might be, but like
it may make sense why they're able to get away.
But I mean, there's employees too. But like, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, what are you gonna do?
It really sucks that all the things that we love, from anime to video games to CGI in movies and shows, all those people are treated like shit because that job is inherently like fun. You could describe it as like, don't you want to do this?
Yeah.
And then they have to break their back to get into the industry and sell themselves at a lesser value than their competitors so that they can even get the job.
I'd say movies too, man. Like, I've been on some sets, not for like, you know, big Hollywood productions or anything, but like even commercials. Like, I mean, like, you know, I didn't have that important of a job, but like even like talent that are playing extras, you know, they probably get paid peanuts too, you know, like.
But they're extras. They're doing it for the clout.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Not the clout. Maybe not clout, but like to get further.
Yeah, if you're an extra,
to further the career.
Yes and no, but like there's career extras, like people that are just extras, like that's just what they do. Like they're not all necessarily trying to climb all the way to the top. Like there's people that are just career extras.
So then you should. At that point, you should kind of know where your salary and where it's going to be.
Sure,
You know what I mean?
But
If you're just going to be an extra, not move on up, and then kind of expect.
But like,
where-
I mean, just because you're an
you can't be expecting 6 figures as an extra.
well, yeah, you're not 6 figures, but like a livable wage. You know, like just because they're an extra doesn't mean that their job isn't important. Like, you know,
I don't know. I thought
they're still part of the.
Yeah, I
production.
thought extras like. I didn't know there were like people that are career extras.
Yeah, I
Because
didn't know.
extra is like someone's like, oh, I want to be in the movie. Like, there's no shortage of volunteers, so you know they're not going to be paid very well.
I feel like if you got paid to be an extra in Walking Dead, like there's that one guy that apparently is in like a lot of the Walking Dead scenes as like a zombie.
he's like this skinny looking dude.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
like
really cool with makeup.
that's a show that has gone. What do we say? Like 17? How many seasons?
11 now.
Yeah, you can make a career out of that. You know they're gonna drop one every fucking year.
That's
Well,
He's
true.
gonna
that-
set
yeah.
up for that. He's gonna sign up for what? The Boys. He's gonna sign up for Handmaid's Tale. Like
Or like Lord
Well,
of the
they-
Rings, like orcs, you know? And
Yeah.
anything where you can put some makeup on him and he's going to look like a creepy dude.
That guy's
or-
probably gonna have an agent. And he's probably gonna make good.
or
money.
even
Yeah.
or even people that are like, I'm really good at playing dead. you know, I'm really
Law
good
and Order,
at
SVU, baby.
Like the agent sends the reel, like, look how still he is. Ice-T thought he was dead on set.
It's just a 5-minute video of him not moving.
I would put that on my resume. Ice-T thought I was actually dead.
You telling me this is an actor? We're bringing back to anime. So JJK Zero, yes, great film. Watch the show. The show is amazing. The animation is just brilliant. Mappa's doing a lot between that, Attack on Titan, and Chainsaw Man, which is coming out also this October. We've heard a lot about Chainsaw Man.
Is that Mappa?
I believe it's Mappa.
I never heard about that until you guys.
So it's one of those that has
I never heard
like,
about it
it's
either.
not an anime. This is its anime debut. It's been a very popular manga series, and people have been like waiting for it. Similar to like Demon Slayer and JJK, there was anticipation for those anime because the manga was so good. I guess Chainsaw Man is it's gonna be that dude.
Wow.
Chainsaw Lad.
It's gonna be taking the world by storm because I mean, see these trailers come out and it's got like 7 million views in less than 24 hours. Like shit.
So that's a man with chainsaws.
Bro,
I have no idea.
Hands in the head, right? I feel like
Hands in a head, yeah.
we watched one
That's a chainsaw?
trailer,
Yeah.
but it comes out of his face.
Yeah, it's
like,
like a beak. I don't know. I don't know anything about
how would
it.
you bet?
I have no idea.
Apparently,
And
it's
everyone's excited for this.
the bee's knees.
Why is
it always the
when
knees?
first
Is it just 'cause it rhymes?
Mickey and I
bees even
refused
have
to
knees?
watch My Hero Academia for the longest because we're like, no, I'm not going to watch an anime called My Hero Academia. It sounds so dumb.
I will say, man, anime show titles are just fucking dumb sometimes.
Assassination Classroom.
Assassination Classroom.
Well, also,
I loved
listen,
it.
that's the you're hearing the dub, like the dubbed title.
God of
That's
High
true.
School. or
Like
some
God of
shit.
High School is probably like Shinzawa Kunde Kanihai or something cool. Like Kimetsu no Yaiba is Demon Slayer.
Yeah, like it's a little bit more poetic. It's like
yeah,
yeah, 'cause,
Shingeki
like-
no Kyojin.
Yeah, because like you try to translate Hindi sometimes. It's like this sounds dumb translated, but it's
Yeah.
very poetic in my language.
Very poetic.
But like, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe we should just come up with different titles. Then don't translated. Because yeah, My Hero, I was like, we're not watching this. I remember back then, it was like, Blind Wave's doing My Hero. They're doing really good. I'm like, we're not going to fucking we're not doing this fucking show.
Nah,
it turned out to be one of the best ones we've seen.
We're steeped in it now. We're excited. We're normies, so we don't know much about Chainsaw Man, and we don't really want to know much because that'll make it better for the reactions.
I want to
viewing
enjoy the show.
experience. Yeah. You can jump on with us. We'll be reacting to it live, y'all. Yet another premiere show this October, and My Hero Academia is also coming out, and Mob Psycho. Spy Family also, but we're not doing Spy Family yet.
Not yet.
I've never watched Mob Psycho either, but I've heard amazing things.
You know,
It's good. It's a comedy.
How many seasons?
3,
right now?
2.
Mob
third's
Psycho
about to come out.
Mob Psycho's super good. Yeah,
Nice.
very, very
It's
good.
it's another one of those. It's from the creator of One Punch Man, so it's another one of those types where like
Ooh.
it kind of satires other anime.
Watch it in subs though.
But no. What dub Mob Psycho is amazing. Do not
Wait,
watch
do
it.
we?
in
I
sub.
thought we watched it in sub.
We watched it in dub.
Did we?
Reagan Arataka. Salt Punch.
Oh yeah, you're right. You know what? I take
Drop
that back.
kick.
No. Yeah. Salt Splash.
Salt Splash.
It's good. Actually, yeah, I
good.
take that back. The dub is good on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take that.
There are a few anime that we'd recommend the dub, and that is one.
I will also say Attack on Titan, though, bro.
No,
Listen, there's this man.
You're
the
wrong.
cat-
Never seen
will you
it.
hear me out?
you're
please?
objectively wrong.
I am objectively right. I am objectively right.
You are-
There's this guy named Captain Irvin. Am I saying his name
Yep,
right?
yep.
Captain Irvin, man.
Commander.
The Commander Irvin, bro. This man's voice, it is motivating as hell. And he made this speech saying, hey, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. You come and fight. You're gonna die. You're not surviving this. You're gonna die. He made me want to go fight. While I was watching that, bro.
It was great.
Show him the sub speech.
This is the
some-
first
No,
time I've
I
ever
will
seen
say
Pat get
Commander-
so hype about something like that.
Yeah, Commander
it was
Irwin
good to
in
see.
dub is far superior than Commander Irwin in sub. Hands
You
down.
know what?
That is no cap.
I'm gonna say it with all the bias in the world because I haven't seen it in dub. But you guys are fucking wrong.
Nope.
You guys are wrong.
You don't know who
as
J.
fuck.
J. Michael
You guys are
Tatum.
so wrong.
He voices Tenya. He
You
voices
can't
Scar.
tell me the dub is better on that show.
Bro,
bro.
No,
Wait,
I will hands down tell you, J. Michael Tatum voices Irwin far better than the sub.
The same dude that was Scar, like original life?
Scar from
Bro,
Full Metal.
he-
Oh no, Full Metal.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say, I was like, what?
Jeremy Irons.
Mickey, if you don't feel like working out and you need motivation,
That's the one.
you listen to this man.
Damn.
You're gonna go give your fucking soul.
Boy hit you with the Patriot speech.
He's good.
I love it. The sub is good though. The sub is also like it probably edges it out for me just because some of the dialogue. But man, there are certain characters that are just better.
Damn.
It's good.
I love a good like fighting anime. Like I love good comedy anime. I've only seen like 2 Studio Ghibli movies, and they're all on HBO Max. And I was like, this is gonna
Which
be
ones?
a night. All of them. All of this. Oh, which one have I seen? Spirit Away and
Princess
Totoro?
Mononoke.
Totoro.
no,
How's
not
something
Totoro,
Castle?
but a
How's
friend
moving
Chad
Castle?
tattooed that on his leg, which is like a big like cat dude.
Nice. Yeah.
Have I only seen one?
Totoro?
No, not Totoro. Have you seen Kotaro Lives Alone?
No.
No, I've
Super
heard
good,
of
super
those.
sad. It's on
Heard
Netflix.
of
It's fucking amazing. Watch it.
Yeah. There's a lot of sad anime movies out there.
It wasn't. I shouldn't say super sad, but definitely watch it.
Are you would you watch Spidey? I'll just a question for you. Would you watch an anime movie in theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to go see that Dragon Ball Z movie when it came out in theaters again, but that shit
Oh
was like-
man.
I think the
Seeing it in
internet's
theaters
about to
would be
hate me.
amazing.
I would have loved to have seen that in theaters. Yeah.
JJK Zero was fucking phenomenal. It was pretty good.
Every time I follow this YouTuber named Chris Stuckman, and he's pointed this out. He just does reviews. But every time there's an anime movie that comes out in like theatrical release in America, New York Times, everybody like Daily Buzz are all like, well, "This is incredible. This like there's so many people in attendance. This broke box office records. Can't believe an anime movie did this." It's like every single time an anime movie comes out, they're like, "I can't believe an anime movie did this."
It's
Like,
because it's
when
not
are you gonna
cartoons.
learn
It's
that,
not cartoons.
Like there's a huge market for it. Yeah, of course it shattered records. Like
yeah, like
quit being surprised.
yeah, like
I don't know.
What movie? Give me an example that shattered records.
Dragon Ball Super Broly.
Yeah.
Shattered
That
records.
shattered records.
what about
At least for like an animated film.
It only came out for like 2 days.
So it'd be like it'd be like the Disney movies, like Disney animated movies and like Pixar animated movies. Like
I believe
That's
so.
cartoon. not
damn.
movie. Does that count as anime?
what?
Dragon Ball Super?
No, Disney Pixar animated movies.
No,
Nah.
that's animation.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a well, actually, that I don't want to. Yeah,
That's
point is,
Western
like,
animation.
I'm sure we'll be seeing more of it in the future.
Like anime, I feel like that's just Japan, right? Like that's anime comes
It's supposed
from
to be
Japan.
Japanese animation.
Yeah. Anime.
So I thought animation was that whole side of.
No, anime is different than animation, even though
Yeah.
they're both animated.
Me and Hunter had a long conversation
There's a whole.
about it.
It's a.
Hunter will have a long
It's a
conversation
semantics
with you
thing.
about it.
I think it's just semantics.
He was trying to say that anime just means animation in Japan, but when we say anime, we mean Japanese animation. But he was
Because
arguing
it's-
that King of the Hill is anime.
Yeah.
I'm like, is it though?
It's not.
So like,
You watch King of the Hill and subs? Sorry.
I feel like here we take it to
Bobby Boku, no.
no, I feel like our anime, like we always think that anime has to be animation from Japan, when really it's just direct translated.
Yeah.
Like anime is animation. But yeah, I see both sides of the argument.
Yeah, because like Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's pretty much it's inspired by anime. Like
So is Boondocks. Like
oh yeah, very much. The character drawings, like their sharp jaw lines
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, that's
he even
definitely-
said, like Aaron McGruder was like, black people in anime who wouldn't love this shit. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's gold.
We're excited. If you had to pick one show that you're most excited for, Mickey, for this October, which is it between all of them?
Oh, like between the animes?
Yeah, like Mob Psycho, MHA,
You know
Chainsaw
what?
Man.
I'm gonna say Chainsaw Man just because I know nothing about it, but I'm just like I'm ready for something new. Although the JJK movie got me really hyped for that show to come back. Like that, the movie was really good. But I'm gonna say Chainsaw Man just because I know nothing about it and I'm ready to be like pleasantly surprised or just jump into something new.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mob Psycho just because the intros. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder what they have for the third season intro. The intros
Oh,
are
yeah.
balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mob Psycho 2. It was like one of those animes. It was like a little bit different for me. I liked it because it was more like you said, it's funny, than like all the other animes that we watch.
I was gonna go Chainsaw Man as well, just because also I have no idea what it is. We reacted to a trailer for it, and watching him transform, I was like, what the fuck?
I had more questions.
Yeah, like, and then
Like-
you guys brought out like 3 like mangas. I was like, okay, so
So is he
This
from
is a
another
metaphor
Is
for
he
the
from another
chainsaw
planet?
inside us.
I don't know anything about it, man.
Is he an alien? Is he from a planet?
It's a metaphor
idea.
for all of our inner chainsaws.
bro, he looks like me and you, and then all of a sudden,
Exactly.
Did you watch
Just-
Fooly Cooly?
No.
Damn.
Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, it reminded me of
Fooly
that.
Cooly.
Like how the chainsaw came out this man's face. I was
Yeah.
like, ugh.
So before we start talking about fall stuff, seasonal depression and whatnot, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. We're kind of got a lot to talk about still. We'll see if
Yeah,
we
we-
get
we
to
can
that.
save that to the
we don't
end.
have to talk about Hot D. We've talked about that a lot. And
Yeah, we
don't-
have.
It's still good.
dog ownership struggles, home ownership struggles. Can we talk about Wolverine?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Why don't you start us off? Because you feel very strongly about this.
I'm in the minority though. I don't want to.
No, I mean, like,
But they did address-
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Kinda.
So I actually threw up a poll on our YouTube community tab. You may have spotted it. I said, how do you feel about Hugh Jackman returning for Wolverine and Deadpool? 82% of you said, super excited to see what shenanigans they come up with. 18% said, IDK, Logan was a perfect end to Hugh's Wolverine. And that's the camp I'm in. I'm like, I don't know how to feel. I don't think it's going to be a bad movie, but and I know what they're saying about this is not the Wolverine we know, or that Logan was in 2029, whatever. That doesn't matter to me. My thing is, I was hyped on Logan. I saw all the Hugh Jackman interviews. Like, this is a fitting end to my character. This is the last time I could do this. I'm sick of eating egg whites to get that six pack. And like, it was just such a great send off to not only the character but the actor who played him for like over a decade. And to bring him back, like, I've already put him to bed in my head. Like, I've been ready. Like, when I saw the She-Hulk Easter egg of like man with claws fights in the bar, I'm like, ooh, we're teasing the next Wolverine. Like, who's gonna be the next Wolverine? Because 5 years have passed now since we've seen Hugh Jackman. That's enough time for the audience to be like, all right, cool, it's settled. I put that to bed. Now let's see what the new X-Men are going to be in the MCU. But now they're kind of like bringing him back. And yeah, it's going to be funny, but it's also like, where does it end now? Is this his last one? Or is he going to be Wolverine now in the MCU? I'm like,
I
I was
get-
kind of excited to see a different interpretation of it. But.
Yeah, I would be down to see a different interpretation too. I guess I just didn't believe him when he said that Logan was his last. You know, just because the rise of the MCU, I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like they're gonna put enough numbers in front of him that he's gonna be like, all right, yeah, bet. Like so, I'm more excited that he's coming in a Deadpool movie versus like I know Deadpool is MCU, but like he's not part of the MCU. That you know what I mean? Like he's a little bit outside of it. So I'm more excited to see him in the Deadpool movie because it could be a fun one-off because Deadpool and Wolverine have such a crazy relationship in the comics. So I think it's going to be really like Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are going to have some really good on-screen chemistry. I would have been less excited if Hugh Jackman was like, "Yeah, I'm doing the MCU movies," which I know Deadpool's MCU, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I would have been less excited because then that would have been a more recurring role, and I don't think they would have, like
You're in the camp of like this is a trilogy of the Deadpool movies, and like they've been kind of hinting at him.
I feel that same way.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. So I guess I think it's gonna be good, obviously, but
Even like in comic books, Old Man Logan comic books are an actual set of their own thing where it's Old Man Logan, he's grown old, and it's in the future. A lot of shit happened. Like Hulk eats him and then he busts out his stuff. It's fucking crazy. There is a point, I believe, where Old Man Logan, something happens where he gets to go back in time. And so you see Old Man Logan and actual Wolverine in the same like time period. So I could see one with the Deadpool. It's all these movies are different comic books. This is a Deadpool series of comic books, so we're gonna see like Deadpool and Wolverine. I'd love to see the Deadpool and Spider-Man. I'd love to see Deadpool and like who else is it? Is it Daredevil or someone else that he hangs?
That would be a good direction.
The
to take
Daredevil
those
movies in themselves.
That would be a good direction to take Deadpool movies.
I don't think we're gonna see Wolverine and the next Deadpool movie, but also if they do an Old Man Logan spinoff in the Marvel future, you know what I mean. They could bring Hugh Jackman back with whoever's the actual new Wolverine.
I really like that idea, actually. Like, if the Deadpool movies are just treated as their own wacky adventures.
Because the comics...
That would be really fun. But now that you said that about the Old Man Logan, the time travel thing, I hope
they don't.
That they don't tie it in with Logan because that was such an artful movie. That would be upsetting. Yeah, that would if they tie it in with Logan.
I don't think they. I think they're trying to distance themselves from the Fox canon as much as possible.
If they do anything with Hugh Jackman, it has to be prequel before.
I hope it's just like Wolverine's here and he's always been here, and this is a totally different. thing.
This is not the Wolverine.
I hope they do not tie it in with Logan because also, that would be a little.
But She-Hulk brought Abomination from Sony.
Well, I think Hulk was Universal. It was a Universal movie, and because it was a weird thing with the rights. That's why he could never get his own movies.
It was Edward Norton. As Hulk. In that one.
Yeah, they had some deal going on there, but the Incredible Hulk is kind of weird. Like it's not on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
like, that's the only MCU movie not on there.
Some of those are terrible, but they're all right.
Edward Norton, chill out on set, buddy.
Is he freaking out?
No, he's just like he's just a hard to work with actor.
That's
why he didn't return. He's one of those like I know what this movie needs. Like, oh no, you're a director.
He's working with what's his name, Paul Anderson.
Yeah, it really sucks. Like, hey, acting is a tough job. I get it, but
Wes Anderson.
But stop acting like a pretentious piece of shit. Like, you're not important.
I'm glad we got Mark Ruffalo.
You know, like I'm glad too. Like, Edward Norton is one of my favorite actors. Like he's played a lot of roles where I'm like, God damn. But like, hearing about how difficult these people are, like they have this holier than thou attitude, and it's like, shut the fuck up, man. You play fictional characters. Like I'm not demeaning your job, but don't treat it like you're fucking God. Like, fuck off.
All right, you hear Mickey. Fuck Edward Norton.
I'm in the camp that I think actors are way overpaid.
I want
I agree with that.
What about athletes?
Way fucking overpaid.
Athletes
are also way overpaid.
Wait.
Athletes are also way
coaches
overpaid.
are also way overpaid.
I do agree. Athletes are overpaid, but there's also some athletes are like underpaid.
You know who's overpaid? Mr. Beast's thumbnail guy is overpaid.
I'm sorry. 50K?
10,000 per thumbnail. What? And they're just like they're like
$10,000?
The easiest. Like my nephew could do those thumbnails.
Kia.
Hey,
bro, tell me.
He's the one that posted. He was like, check this out.
He was like, well, boys.
Our thumbnail guy posted, gave us a video. He was like, Just saying.
You might want to value your employees.
Like, nah, man, that seems like you said, like a millionaire out of touch. Like, what does this cost? Whatever. Here's $10,000.
Yeah.
Make me a single thumbnail.
Yeah.
It does. I used to love Edward Norton. I used to think he was one of like the best actors. Like him.
I still do. I think he's a phenomenal actor.
I want John Cusack to make a comeback.
Ooh, John Cusack, yeah. John Cusack and Brendan Fraser comeback movie?
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Nah,
Which
John,
might be, they
Fraser's
said Brendan Fraser might be Sentry.
Brendan Fraser's already...
Sentry is one of the strongest people in Marvel. Like,
Really?
Buddy has the power of like 1,000 suns, and if he ever flips out, he becomes like a different personality that's the Void and could just end
That is so
everything.
cool.
So I'm about to make
isn't
him-
Brendan Fraser on Doom Patrol? He's the guy.
He is. He's
like the main guy.
Who's he in Doom Patrol?
He's like the
He's the
main
robot. He's the
robot.
robot.
Yeah, we don't watch that.
And he's so good.
If not, I'm gonna watch it.
That's good. That's clowning.
I am so happy for Brendan Fraser's comeback,
that
man.
dude.
Me too.
He deserves all the success.
does.
Have you seen the footage of the standing ovation that the Whale got? His new there's a movie called The Whale, and they premiered it, and it got a 6-minute standing ovation.
Damn.
And the camera pans to Brendan Fraser, and he's just like he's trying to like shrink into his chair because he just doesn't know how to take it. And then they finally make him get up, and he's just like he's so emotional. Man, he's
He wrote that movie.
Guy.
Bro.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
He's amazing.
And you know what it is? I heard he got like ostracized from like
Why did he
Hollywood-
ostracized in the first place?
he got ostracized from Hollywood over. If I'm thinking of the right actor, but I think somebody tried to like hit on him or something, something inappropriate.
It was,
and then he called him out for it. He's like, "What the fuck?" And then he got blacklisted.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's why his career ended. He
basically
got
had gotten
blacklisted
Me
because
Too.
some asshole tried to sexually assault him, and he had more power, and his career got fucked. That happens all the time to so many actors. But I'm just so happy for his comeback. He deserves everything.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like the Mummy 1 and 2 are fucking gold.
I was
I
gonna
like
say,
those
I've been
movies.
seeing like more memes of the Mummy 1 or 2, and like they're saying like, remember how this was our childhood?
Bro.
Like that's so funny because when
That
this
is-
came out, people were talking about Indiana Jones.
George of the Jungle.
But I think
George of the Jungle. Yes.
I think they're gonna come out with a reboot for the Mummy, like with
Oh, I would
Rachel
love
Weisz
it.
and Brendan Fraser.
Because
Let's
they
go.
did one with didn't like Tom Cruise do a Mummy movie or something?
Yeah, flippity flopped.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna see that shit.
That's
boy.
when they were trying to do the MonsterVerse.
It flopped like a
Yeah.
Magikarp, bro. It's not like it was just sitting. It was. Back to Deadpool real quick. Just wrap that up. Logan, Hugh Jackman is old. Logan worked for me because Hugh Jackman
old.
himself is grizzled and like, I'm done with this shit, you know? And so now it's just like, hey, here he comes. If Deadpool 3 is average, people are gonna hate on it. It has to be
not.
exceptional.
Has to be exceptional.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
100%.
So wait, Deadpool 1 and 2. You gonna tell me they were average?
Nope, they were great.
One was great.
Exceptional.
2 was a little less than great.
I will agree with yours. One was exceptional. One was exceptional. 2 was slightly less
Cable was
You're
fun.
right.
He got
You're
to
right.
actually go back in time and like, remember, have you seen the end credit scene in
Yeah.
Deadpool 2 where he goes back and kills his shitty X-Men origin self?
Yep.
I
So-
like
yeah.
I like 2 just because the way that they presented it, like all the commercials and all that beforehand, we had no idea what was going on. It was one of those things where the way they marketed it, you thought you knew who the villain was, and then you see the movie and you're like, Cable's the good guy. Like
Yeah.
this is it's the kid. Like it. They did that movie really well as far as storytelling, marketing, getting it out to us, and then like with the actual movie as a whole, it's like wholesome at the end of it. You know, he comes to realize, family is this, that, and the other. I don't need to die yet. I gotta do this, that, and the other. I feel like with this third one, it's gone because Deadpool and Wolverine don't like each other when they first meet, and also there's already a movie where Deadpool and Wolverine met. And it was trash. So I think they're definitely gonna fix this shit. There's no way
They're
don't like
gonna
each
they're
other?
gonna reference that.
not at first.
They have like a friendly rivalry in the comics.
Yeah.
It's just
He's
like,
gonna
Deadpool's
be
an
like,
anti-hero.
Deadpool.
I hope he says I liked you better when your mouth was sewn shut.
Same thing with his relationship with Spider-Man. Deadpool just wants to be everybody's friends, but he's like super aggressive about it.
Yeah.
From my understanding.
Everyone's like, bro, chill out. He's like, well, that guy had to die. So.
It better be good because it's gonna be PG-13.
What?
I feel like I think
It's not
gonna be
rated
R.
R?
There's no
what?
There's
wait,
no way.
Wait, are you saying that because it's Disney?
They wouldn't.
Yes,
They wouldn't
Disney,
make.
Disney will not release an R-rated
They wouldn't make the
Deadpool.
first.
Disney
I don't
just
think
did an
Ryan
R-rated
Reynolds would
movie.
make that happen.
You know what fucking gallons of money they must have dumped on Hugh Jackman's doorstep to get him to come back for this.
I just don't
they're
think.
they're gonna maximize their profits and make this PG-13. The audience will suck that because Hugh Jackman's there.
I disagree.
no,
I
yeah.
disagree with that. With how much Ryan Reynolds fought for the R rating, I don't think he would make 2 R-rated movies and then jump to PG. I
And
just don't.
months
I
ago,
don't believe it. I don't believe it.
months ago, even before they had talked about, like, before we found out that it was going to be Hugh Jackman, they started talking about a Deadpool 3, and it's going to be Disney's first R-rated Marvel movie.
Ryan Reynolds is not going to let it go.
Bro.
PG-13.
It better be rated R because if it's not, it's not gonna be good.
Because it's Disney,
If it's
like-
PG-13, I'm not going to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it because I only watch because rated R.
Yeah,
Prove-
because
prove me wrong.
like the first 2 are
Heads
R.
need to
There's
come
just
off.
no way.
Or
Ryan Reynolds is
they're
not
gonna do
make that
something
happen.
coy, and they're gonna be like, the Blu-ray version will have the mature.
Ooh, you know what?
I could see that. I could see that. I could see that.
That might be.
I could see that, but I don't.
Snyder cut us.
I don't think Ryan Reynolds is so married to this property. I just don't think he would let that happen. I just don't.
Yeah, Ryan, I like it,
You
bro.
underestimate the amount of money Disney has.
Disney has a lot of money, but I hope Ryan Reynolds has.
Literally crush you with the weight of their money.
But
They
like,
actually
but they also have market data for how wildly popular the first 2 movies were because it was rated R. I just
Also, when you download the Disney Plus app, it does have, you have to switch the permission for rated R movies or not.
Yeah.
So it's either PG-13 or nothing, or you add the rated R and NC-17s.
I know, like, rated R movies, yeah, it was successful, but Disney looks at the bottom line. Bottom line is, if it's PG-13, all kids can come, and that's where they're going to make their money. Unfortunately, I feel sad.
but
I feel like I'm
I-
telling you
no,
Santa Claus isn't real.
I disagree. I disagree because they're working on a Marvel zombie show that's going to be mature. So they're exploring mature properties. I
That's the-
I do not
everyone-
think that,
PG-13 mature.
no.
Everyone
no, no,
that's
no,
ever
no,
been
no, no, no.
in
This
Disney
is
grew up
supposed to be
a sexualized adult. Like,
No, no, no.
Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears is
the
star,
zombie
like,
show is specifically going to be like dark and mature in tone. Like they're going in that direction.
Like MCU?
I'm glad.
MCU
Zombievers.
zombie show, and it's going to be mature.
I'm glad they're doing that. That's dope.
Yeah,
something
I-
different.
Game up.
yeah, I don't think it's going to be PG-13.
We got
I
the
hope-
hint with the Doctor Strange or the What Ifs.
Yeah.
That dude, I feel like they're gonna go full on.
I'm
with
down.
that.
I hope
even
they do it. I hope they can do it.
even Multiverse of Madness. I know that wasn't like R, but it was like a little violent
It was a hint to
for
it.
an MCU
It was
movie.
like scary imagery.
yeah, it was like a little. I was like, oh, okay, good on you.
Did-
Well, I hope I'm wrong.
The zombie comics.
Didn't you
went
say
hard.
that your brother watched that thing and the kids?
Oh, yeah,
were
he had to turn- he had to turn it off.
because it's kind of scary.
They were scared of Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, so like that is good shit. I like
Yeah.
that.
So see, I think they're just gonna stretch PG-13 as
Were the kids
hard as
scared?
they can.
Nah, man, Ryan's not gonna let
You get one
PG-13.
fuck. You can say fuck one time
You can't
for
go
PG-13.
2 R's and then a PG. And he's not gonna let that happen.
There's no comic book where you go 3 pages of Deadpool not saying fuck.
I think maybe
It's got to be rated R.
Nah, yeah,
they'll probably PG-13 it, but still allow him to say
There's
fuck.
mature properties in the works. I think they're finally exploring that.
I'm gonna
You know,
watch
When's
this.
this movie supposed to
maybe
come out?
maybe what they'll do is like they will take all of their mature properties and name it something other than Disney. You know,
Disney adult.
Like, yeah, like,
Adult Disney.
Disney After
it's
Dark.
just Disney
kinda.
backward, like Inez did. Like,
Back in the day, they had a Touchstone. Touchstone was their production company where they released.
That made some good movies.
They
Yeah.
did.
See,
They
so
made
that's
some good movies.
so that's probably what they're gonna
wasn't
do.
the first Thor touchdown?
Oh,
No,
I don't know.
no, that's all Disney.
No, yeah, that's
We need to watch some Dimension movies. I'm joking.
Oh, those are scary.
It's like Blue Streak and the rest
Yeah,
of Black culture.
Blue Streak is good.
Oh, I love Blue Street.
Yeah, that is. Officer, I got your pizza.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle comes in there. That was a good movie. Anyway, what are your thoughts, guys? Deadpool 3.
I'm excited for it. When is it coming out? When's it coming out?
Against it.
I have no idea.
Don't
just
care.
an announcement.
For it. I want to make something. It's controversial yet brave. Pumpkin spice is gross, and apple cider is actually where you should all be.
Let's
for
go.
the
We're
fall.
getting into the pumpkin spice now.
You should have what?
I think pumpkin spice
I'm
is
just
better.
not. I'm just not a cider guy.
I'm not a cider guy either.
Wait, y'all just getting,
Unless it's like a spiked cider.
you can spike your cider.
Yeah, I mean I'm down for that. But just like if you gave me 2 non-alcoholic beverages and it was between pumpkin spice and apple cider,
You
I'm
just
down.
pepper in your.
Have you ever had an apple cider donut?
Or an apple cider slushy?
My friend, they are.
So,
Y'all ever had apple butter?
You know, I'm not a big apple.
I'm not a big apple guy.
Apple butter.
What?
No,
This man had apple chips this morning.
Apple butter is good. I
did have apple chips
I
this
do like
morning.
apple butter.
But he
Apple
doesn't
butter
have
is
an
really good.
apple product.
Because the technology's dumb. That organic, natural shit, I'm here for it. Next question. No.
no, I think you are barely, but like you messed up in here, bro.
No, bro, you gotta try it.
Because I have like
apple cider's good.
So I have tried like real cider. Like my friend, like he been made like he gave me a gallon.
Your
of
friend made some cider.
the cider,
Nah,
some
bro,
real
fuck that.
cider,
In his
and it's
garage.
hot. And then, like he made me drink it hot.
Okay,
Apparently,
well-
you're supposed to drink that shit hot. It was not that.
Oh
good.
yeah,
You
yours.
drink it warm?
It is, yeah.
You can
It's
drink it
better
cold or
warm. Oh,
I like it warm in the winter, but cold for my mornings.
You remember the NORMIECon
That's not
one? We went to that meadery, like a meat, like MEAD.
Yeah, wine thing,
A
right?
meat-
Yeah, they had cider. Yeah, it was like in Fountain Square. It's closed now, but they had like cider on deck, like fresh cider, and it was
Bro.
a good
Have,
place.
have you guys already had something pumpkin spice?
Yes.
Not
Where
yet.
you not yet? Where was your first?
My first was
where did-
actually in July.
So where'd you get it from? Where'd you get it?
July. I went to Aldi's.
Decorations.
Okay.
I went to Aldi's and they had these. I was my dumbass got two of them, but they had these. You know those swirly wafers that have cream in the middle, and there's a wafer and it's like those like long swirly wafers. So that was pumpkin spice flavored one. Oh my god!
You ate a pumpkin
Spice
spice flavored wafer?
Okay.
Oh.
I had my first pumpkin spice latte the other day, but it was from McDonald's. But McDonald's is kind of known for like
is
decent
it?
coffee, you know. But
It is.
yeah, yeah.
Is that what they're known for?
it was good, you know. It was a quick lunch. I didn't have a lot of time.
It sound like a question mark at the end of your sentence.
I heard the pumpkin spice cold brew is good.
From Starbucks.
Like yeah, like the
I haven't
cold.
had
Like
that
you
yet.
think
I wanna
warm,
try
but
that.
cold pumpkin spice is good.
I want
too.
to
Not
try
a big
that.
cold brew.
What
I like cold
is
brew.
pumpkin spice? Someone explain it. Are we peppering
basic
pumpkins?
fall bitch
Cinnamon and pumpkin.
entities.
Cinnamon
Is that
pumpkin.
it? Is it just cinnamon and pumpkin?
I think so.
I guess,
You know, apple
yeah.
cider is almost the same thing. It's just cinnamon.
I just don't like the apple.
not a big apple guy.
Do you eat pumpkins?
No, but you
You don't eat pumpkin at all. Do you eat pumpkin?
I've had pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I have pumpkin pie.
That has pumpkin in it.
Have you had apple pie?
No, I hate apple pie.
If you're
Ew.
asking if I've ever just bit into a pumpkin, no. Apple pie's good.
Because why would you just bite into a pumpkin? It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Ooh, you know the
now you wanna drink it.
apple turnovers from Arby's. Those are fire.
You don't
I
like
don't-
apples at all?
See, I could do cut. So my apples have to be skinless and cut.
You're a toddler.
Do you peel your apples?
Yes.
You peel them?
Yes.
Okay, no, elaborate. No, go ahead. Go ahead. When did you know you didn't like apple skins?
Because yes,
us
I
with
would
this.
tell you when. Yes, I would tell you when I go to the grocery store and I look at an apple and it looks nasty and dirty.
Wash it.
And there's like hole looking or doesn't look that appealing. I don't want to eat that shit. I want to get rid of the skin and maybe a little bit of layer of the apple too, because I don't want that nasty shit.
But that's fiber.
We'll tell you a secret too. That
poops
little
will be
hole
good.
in there sometimes is a bug going in. And
See,
it
see, that's, you gotta cut it to make sure
Goes
there's no
in-
bugs.
Wait, I know how to
Stay
get
in
Pat to eat apples.
goes in, comes out, and then it sweetens the apple.
It's the forbidden fruit that was given to Adam
It
and
is.
Eve from the devil.
The Lord
And
said
you
not
get-
to eat it.
you
Yeah,
get
you're
the
not supposed
power
to
of
eat it.
knowledge. You're not supposed to.
That's
Yeah.
that's what you were
You
fucking
bad
up.
person.
It's
Eat
a,
apple.
it's a rule. So if you don't eat apples, you're technically following the rules.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Well, yeah, I'm about to start eating an apple a day.
I mean, the doctors.
Keep the devil with bay.
But no, there are more. Well, there's a lot of different types of apples. That's why I love them. But,
I like the green ones better.
Yeah, I like the sour ones. I'll
I like
I'll
the
deal
bro,
with
that's
that.
hella tart.
Don't you like the cinnamon smell though? Like I recently bought one of those like broomstick looking things. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
the straw that has like a cinnamon spice on it, so it smells like fall in the house. You like that smell, right?
Yeah.
That's what pumpkin spice tastes like.
It doesn't taste like that. No.
Hey man, for the next podcast, should we take it back to 2010 and do the cinnamon challenge?
Cinnamon
no.
challenge.
Oh, you do. I'll watch you guys.
What's the cinnamon challenge?
I watch Pat do it.
You eat is it a tablespoon or a teaspoon?
It's just a spoonful.
A
of cinnamon.
spoonful of cinnamon.
I like cinnamon, so that's easy.
It's not exactly how it works.
All right, let's do it. You want to do it? I'll do it with you.
We'll do it right now.
No, I don't want to do it because the
Go
way
wrap this
the
up.
way he backed out and the way you are doing this, I feel like I'm going to choke on something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a spoonful of cinnamon.
It's like taking a spoonful of peanut butter where you can't just open your mouth.
So peanut butter's a little moist. Cinnamon is just
Cinnamon
like
is a
it's
very
dry, so it
intense
absorbs
flavor.
all of the moisture in your mouth, so you can't even. swallow it.
People eat
It's
it
like-
and then they're like,
You just choke.
and then it's just a cloud of cinnamon.
I want to try it.
You try it, bro. Like, I tried it because I didn't believe, but
I'm
I'll do it
worried.
with you. I'll do it with you.
I'll drink some water beforehand.
Before we wrap things up, Mickey, you want to talk about some pre-seasonal depression?
Yeah, I've been
preventative
noticing
measures.
Yeah, so my favorite part about the fall is pumpkin spice and seasonal depression. I don't know. I've been
Love
feeling
seasonal.
Your favorite part is seasonal depression.
It's not. I'm being ironic, but like, the weather's turning, and I can just feel myself changing.
I do too.
yeah.
For real, both of you actually picking up right now.
Really? I feel myself, bro. This is what I did the other day. I
Bro, me and you.
came back home from
Because
work.
these guys work out, bro. That's what we need to work out.
Exactly.
No, the sun is out. It's not as hot. It's nice outside. I actually take longer walks with my dogs. It's cool.
It's cold as fuck.
No, I like that weather. It's nice and cool. It's like you're not like when
You
you walk.
also keep it like 55 degrees in your house. So.
I 65.
But,
bad.
but that's what I'm trying to say is like I have been aware that around this time of the year I start to slow down a little bit, so like I'm really trying hard to like get ahead of it, like trying to be more active, but I can just feel it's crazy. Like in the summer I'm fine, and like when the colder months are coming I'm like, okay, I know it's gonna hit me, I gotta stay ahead of it. But when it hits, it's just like it just hits, like the other day I came back home from work and I just kind of chilled around the house till like 6, made myself some dinner, fell asleep on the couch. Woke up at 10 o'clock, took Chester out for a walk, came back home, went back to sleep. I'm just like sleeping my hours away, and it's just like I can just feel it changing me.
You could have hypothyroidism.
I think so too.
What's that?
So when you eat, you probably ate like it raised your blood sugar, it made you sleepy, and then you just slept a lot.
I don't think it has anything to do with eating, because like sometimes I won't eat, and it I'm just sleeping so much
It's
more now.
mood. I feel what you're feeling.
And I'm irritable, and I'm just like I'm slowing down, and I just like I hate it, man. I'm already like And Chester is very difficult, man. He does not poop in the backyard. He just
Chester's his
won't
dog, not his
do it.
son.
Yeah, Chester. Yeah, my son, my 2-year-old, he just refuses to shit outside. Chester, he won't poop in the backyard, so I have to always walk him for a poop, which is fine. I like walks, but he doesn't have like a spot either. Most dogs have like a spot that they'll consistently shit at. Chester, I always have to take him somewhere new, so I'm always going in a new direction. Otherwise, he won't do it. And that's really frustrating. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm just very irritable lately. And I'm just like, trying to stay. So to you, if it's something that affects you and you're aware of it, just do your best to try to get ahead of it. Because like, I'm pissed at myself for how much I'm sleeping lately, because I'm just like wasting time. You know what I mean? And I just don't like that.
I get like that in the winter. Like
Here's what
I was about to say, for me, my seasonal depression has in like December. Maybe not actually January, because December is Christmas, but like when it's the winter, because you can't do like I like to be outside sometimes. Like the walks are good. The sun, I like the sun when it's not too hot, not too cold. Perfect. One thing I think for you for right now, since the sun is out, maybe when you get home, just do a quick walk with Chester, and then get into the rest of your day, because you got the blood flowing and the sun is hitting you, so you got some vitamin D.
Yeah, that's good. That's good advice.
Yeah, get ahead of it, guys. If you feel like you get seasonal depression, that shit actually gets worse every year, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Mine last year was pretty rough. As soon as I wake up and I'm supposed to see daylight outside and it's still dark, that's when I'm like,
That's when it erupts. That's the rough.
it's the lack of sunlight for me. So get your vitamin D. There are mood lights. Get active now. Don't wait till the winter to start working out for your summer body. Just be active right now.
Get actual vitamins.
That mood
Yes,
light, I don't know
vitamins.
what it is about that mood light, but it works, man. I'm like, is this a placebo? But it's like, it's not. It's like,
If it is, fuck it. I'll take
if it were, honestly, we're in an office now that has windows, so we're gonna see the sun go down.
better, though.
But like our old studio, like
That was depressing.
because we would come to work and it would be dark, and we'd leave work and it would be dark. Like we never saw the sun,
was
and it
bad.
was so awful. So I don't know. I'm just aware of my seasonal depression. I'm trying to stay ahead of it, and you should be aware of your things that bog you
good.
down.
Take preventative measures, everyone.
It's good to be aware. Even if you do fall down and you're not able to do anything about it, it is just nice to be aware that it happens to you, so that next year you can do better.
And one more thing that could also cure seasonal depression is just put on Commander Urban's speech on repeat. That will cure it.
You know what? I will. That's a good point, because like I feel like you know, you listen to a lot of self-help things and they're like, yeah, you just got to stay motivated. You got to tackle the fucking day. You got to be, and it's like, that's not possible.
Yeah,
so
stay motivated.
Yeah, you can't stay motivated, but you can manufacture your motivation by doing things like that or putting on music that really hypes
you. You got to fake it till you make it. Eventually, you're just going to be constantly motivated.
Yeah, because you got to manufacture your motivation when you don't have it. And music is what does it for me. I put on some, like, just an EDM banger and I'm just in my living room like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's fucking go.
Y'all have just helped your boy. Like, that was amazing. Cool. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy that everyone goes through these things.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Yeah. Remember, you're not alone. Check out our Discord. Chat it up. How do you feel about the anime we talked about? Deadpool. Rings of Power was fucking awesome. We're not going to talk about it right now, but it was fucking incredible.
It was just lazy.
Yeah, with that, we're gonna just say goodbye. We're gonna do a raid, so stick around.
Raid.
Normies send their regards. Be nice, be respectful, and let's help out another creator.
Raid.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Talking Normies podcast.